Now I'm saying that suppose acid property is there, that I already taught you in the last class. Atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. This I already taught you in the previous classes. So now I want to say that in this case there are schedules. So what are the schedules? I already taught all these things. It is
General schedule or concurrent schedule?
no, it is at least schedules. These are the steps
Hmm.
of the same transaction. Schedule is the step of the same, मतलब for the
Transaction.
transactions. Actually, previously, मतलब it will show the timing. At what time, which transaction is performing what operation on which type of data item. Okay, so this is schedule.
Yes.
Now I am saying that suppose our schedule is given here: read 1x, read 2x, write 1x, and write 2x. Okay, so we have to arrange the schedule. We have to arrange this schedule according to the transaction. So I have written how many transactions are there. One transaction, one. R1 means first transaction. R2 means second transaction. In the similar case, one means one transaction and two means second transaction.
Transaction.
Okay, so overall,
Yes.
how many transactions are there? One and two. Two transactions are there.
2.
Okay, one transaction and two transactions. One and so there are two transactions. I have made this T1 and T2, and I have arranged this schedule in form of transaction. Means R1x. That means first transaction is performing the read operation on data item X. First transaction is performing read operation on data item X. In the similar way, second transaction is performing read operation on data item X. So in first case, what is happening? Read 1x. That means first transaction, under first transaction, I will write read x. And next is read 2x. That means second transaction. So in second transaction, I will not write in front of it, because this operation is performed after this operation. After this operation, only this operation is performed. By transaction T2 it is performed. So I will write it in T2 transaction, but I will write below this one in T2 transaction. Okay, because it is performed previous than this. After that, write 1x is performed by first transaction. So after this it is being performed. So I will write some below in transaction T1, because T1 transaction is performing this. Similar way, transaction T2 is performing this operation, write operation on data item X. So I have written. It is clear?
Yes, sir.
Now I am saying that what are concurrent transaction and what are serial transaction. Serial transactions are transaction. Serial transaction are transaction. I am saying that one transaction will complete its work, then only second transaction will start its work. One transaction will complete all its work, then only second transaction will start its work. This is known as serial transaction. That means it will work in a serial fashion. And what are the concurrent transaction? In concurrent transaction, transaction will work parallel to each other. In concurrent transaction, what is happening? Transaction is working concurrent to each other. So that is concurrent transaction. Now I am saying that. Now I am saying that this is concurrent transaction. Transaction 1 is working and sometimes transaction 2 is working in between the transaction 1. Okay. So concurrent transactions are working in a parallel way. Operations are working in the parallel. Now I am saying that schedule are basically two types. One is serial schedule, second one is concurrent schedule. Concurrent means in parallel all transactions are working.
Parallel transaction.
And serial schedule are one in which one transaction will stop its work, then only second transaction will start its work.
Second.
Now what is concurrent? So serial schedule, concurrent schedule. Schedule are basically two types. Now concurrent schedule are further divided into two types: serializable schedule and non-serializable schedule. Concurrent schedule divided into two types. One type is serializable schedule and second type is non-serializable schedule.
Non-serial.
So what are serializable schedule? serializable schedule are the schedule. Serial. Both are actually concurrent schedule. It is not serial schedule. It is serializable schedule. It is non-serializable schedule. Serializable schedule means the transactions are working in parallel way, in a concurrent way, but answer comes same as it is working in the serial fashion. Means final output is same. The output is same from concurrent schedule, same as it was in serial schedule. ठीक है? That means
Okay, sir.
the transactions are working in a concurrent fashion, but output is same. If you will work that transaction in a serial fashion, output will be same from that, and output will be same from
Concurrent.
concurrent schedule.
Concurrent.
Okay,
Yes.
so both output
Hmm.
will be same. That is serializable. Non-serializable schedule means answer will differ. If it will work in a concurrent fashion, answer will differ, and if it will work in serial fashion, answer will differ. So these are non-serializable. Okay. Now
Hmm.
serializable schedules are divided into two types. One is conflict serializable schedule. Second one is view serializable schedule. It is clear?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
this I will teach you in the further class. Conflict and view. Now I am saying that
Okay, sir.
when two operations can when two transactions operations can conflict with each other. When two operations can, you may have already studied in operating system. When two operations can conflict with each other, tell me. That means one of the operation must be right operation. Then only it may conflict. That means if suppose it is read operation in transaction 1, read act, and if it is write act in transaction T2, if it is write act W act in transaction T2, then only schedule will conflict. If both are read operation, then there will be no conflict. That means one of the operation must be write operation, then only schedule can be conflict. Transaction may conflict. Okay. Now I am saying that schedule based on recoverability. What I want to teach you in today's class? Schedule based on recoverability.
Recoverability.
So what are that? See, schedules are basically divided on basis of recoverability. If I will talk, the schedule are basically divided into strict schedule, cascadeless schedule, and recoverable schedule. Which type of schedule can be there? Tell me.
Strict schedule.
Huh.
Strict schedule. Cascades. Schedule. Recoverable.
Cascadeless schedule and recoverable schedule. So,
Acha, cascadeless. Okay, sir.
so what is the strict schedule? Strict schedule are the schedule in which there is no write or read operation. Strict schedule, which type of schedule is that? There is no write
No
operation,
read and write schedule.
no read and write operation between after first update. After first update on certain data item, there is no read or write operation before before the completion of that particular schedule transaction. Strict schedule, which type of schedule? There is no read or write operation after first update on certain data item and completion of that transaction. And what is recoverable schedule? What is cascadeless schedule? See, strict schedule mein, you remember this. I will show you the example and I will teach you. But right now you remember just this one. In a strict schedule, there is no read-write operation. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And in cascadeless schedule, there in between there is only write operation. No read operation. Okay? Hello?
Yes, sir.
In cascadeless schedule, there is no
Yes. Yes.
read operation, only write operation is there.
We can only write, sir.
ठीक है? And in recoverable schedule, there is read operation also.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Now I am saying that
Yes.
actually schedule are strict schedule, cascadeless schedule, and recoverable schedule, and all schedule. That means all. That means what is that? In this case, what will happen? Okay, these are type of schedules over here. Now I will teach you that all strict schedules are cascadeless schedule. That means all strict schedule can be cascadeless schedule, and
Cascadeless.
all strict schedule can be cascadeless, and all cascadeless schedules can be a recoverable schedule. Okay, that means you have to understand
sir.
that schedules are divided like this. That means it is specific one, strict schedule. Outer specific one is cascadeless schedule, and outer specification is recoverable schedule.
Recoverable schedule.
ठीक है, I can say that recoverable schedule may or may not be cascadeless schedule. Recoverable schedule may or may not be cascadeless schedule, but all cascadeless schedules can be a recoverable. That I am.
Recoverable schedule.
So you understand this one. Now I will show you with the, in this case, this is our example. You can see this example. Hello. You can see
Yes,
this
sir.
example. It is read 1x, read 2x, read 1z, read 3x, read 3y, w1z, w3y. All these things are written over.
Sir, this is not seems clear, sir.
You can see this r1x, r2x, r3x. This is, you can see this.
Yes, sir. I can see this.
R3 by W1x, W3 by R2 by W2Z, W3 by C1, C2, C3. This you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
now I am saying that first update, we have to check how many data type are there. X is there, Z is there, and Y is there.
4.
3 data types.
Achha, 3.
Y,
3.
X, and Z. 3 are data item there. So first of all, I will check on data item X, Y, Z. 3 data items are there. Now I want to check the first data item X. I will see whether write operation is done on data item X. It is read operation. All these are read operation. It is write operation. Which type of operation it is? Hello?
All are read operation, and after
This one is
3xy is a read operation, wxy is a write operation.
W1x is write operation. Okay. So I want to say that
yes,
it is our first write operation on data item X. It is our first write operation on data item. Data item also you have to remember. On which data item it is first write operation on data item? X.
X data item.
It is first write operation on data item X. Now I will see which transaction has performed this first write operation on data item X. Transaction 1. This is written W1X.
Yes.
That means transaction 1 has performed write operation on data item. First write operation on data item X. Now I will check the completion of first transaction. That means first transaction is performing write operation on data item, first write operation on data item X. Now I will check the completion of transaction 1. Where it is completing. Transaction 1 is completed over here. C1. Completion or abortion. We will check both. Whether completion or abortion. C1, it is the completion of first transaction. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Now, it is completed over here. In between, this is first operation on data item X performed by transaction 1. Now, in between, I will check any other operation is performed on data item X or not. It is performed on Y, it is performed on Y, it is performed on Z, it is Y, and here transaction 1 is being completed. This transaction 1 has performed the operation, that transaction is being completed here. So, in between, any other operation is performed on data item X or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I am saying,
yes, sir.
I am saying that in between this first update done by transaction 1, completion of transaction 1, any other operation is performed on data item X between this one or not?
No, sir.
Not performed? So what I said, if
No,
no read-write operation performed on particular data item between that is strict schedule. Which type of schedule it is?
yes, sir.
It is
Strict
strict
schedule.
schedule. Now I will see first write
Sir,
operation
after completion of
means in between
sir after
first update on data item by particular
mm,
transaction and completion of that particular transaction. In between, if there is no read or write operation on particular data item X, then that is strict. Okay.
okay, sir.
Now I will check. Now again I will check first write operation on data item by. First write operation on data item by this one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now it is first write operation on data item by bit transaction is performing, third transaction is
Third.
performing. And completion of third transaction is over here. C3. Now I will
Yes.
check between those transactions, between first update on data item by and completion of transaction. Any other operation performed on data item by? Yes, read is performed on data item by. Write is performed. No, it is on Z. Write is performed on data item by. That means what I said, if read is performed on data item on same data item in between first update and completion of transaction, if read is performed on same data item, then which type of schedule it may be, recoverable or non-recoverable.
Recoverable.
Recoverable or non-recoverable. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it might be recoverable or non-recoverable. I have to check that. So where read operation is performed by which transaction?
Why?
I think transaction I am asking.
Acha, two, sir. Two, two,
Two
two.
transactions. And this first
Yes, sir.
write performed by which transaction on data item by?
Three.
Three transactions. So I am saying that if this is 3 and this is 2, that means third transaction is performing this operation first write on data item by and first read on data item, matlab read on data item by is performed by transaction T2.
It's two.
So I
T2.
am saying that if T3 complete before T2, if T3 complete before
T2.
T2, then it is recoverable. Then it is
Recoverable.
recoverable. Otherwise, it is non-recoverable. Otherwise, it is non-recoverable. So I will check here whether T3 should complete before T2 transaction. So I am checking here T3 is completing before T2 transaction or not.
Yes, sir.
In this case, T3 is completing before T2 transaction or T2 is completing before T3 transaction.
T2 is completing before T3 transaction, sir.
For recoverable what I want, T3 should complete before T2. In this case,
Yes, sir.
opposite is happening. Then it is non-recoverable. If T3 complete, that means C3 come here and C2 goes here, then means it will become recoverable schedule. But in our example, it is given T2 is completing before T3, that means it is non-recoverable schedule. Okay, you got it?
Okay, sir. Yes,
Got
sir.
it? Now I will check for data item Z. According to this one is non-recoverable schedule. It was strict. According to it was strict. We have already checked. Now I have checked on data item by it is non-recoverable schedule. Now I will check for data item Z. First update on data item Z is over here, and completion of two transactions. Two transactions performing this update, and completion of two transactions is here. Any read or write operation perform on data item Z or not? Between this. No, it is performed on by, it is C1, it is completing of this transaction. That means no read write operation performed. So according to it, it is which type of schedule? Strict schedule. No read.
Strict schedule.
So overall we can say, I already said you, all strict schedule can be recoverable or non-recoverable schedule. So it is 2 we got strict schedule from it and 1 we got non-recoverable schedule from it. So I already mentioned you over here. You can see if two stick schedule or any schedules are there, but whatever we are getting, this one we got recoverable schedule. So overall schedule, which I will say, it is recoverable schedule, non-recoverable. It is non-recoverable schedule because the outer one which we got in that schedule, we will say that two stick schedule we got and one non-recoverable schedule we got. So ultimately, what I will say, it is non-recoverable schedule. Complete schedule is non-recoverable schedule. You got it?
Schedule.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Now second
Yes,
example.
sir.
Now I will solve the second example. Second example is something written R2Z, R3X, something like this. First update on data item X is over here. Okay?
Hmm.
And completion of
Yes, sir.
completion of transaction 1 is over here. Complete C1. Completion of transaction. Whether any operation took place between this data item read or write on data item X? No. No operation took place between transaction first update on data item X and completion of that transaction 1. No operation took place, that is why it is strict schedule. No read write. Now I will check on data item Z. This is first update on data item Z. It is second transaction is performing. It is completion of data item Z. Any other operation performed on this? No.
No, sir.
No any operation performed on this on particular data item Z. So it is also strict schedule. So overall we can say it is strict schedule. Okay.
Strict transaction. Yes.
Now I will see another example. So this one is our example. Now I am saying that write one X is performed here. First update on data item X performed by transaction 1. Completion of transaction 1. In between read operation is performed. So if read operation is performed between that first update and completion of transaction, what we have to do? We have to check whether it is recoverable or non-recoverable.
Non-recoverable.
So I will check here. It is one transaction is performed first update and second transaction is doing read operation. I will check now. If one transaction is completing before two transaction or not. I will check here one transaction is completing before two transactions. If read is performed between them on same data item. So one is completing before T2. That means one transaction is completing before T2. It is recoverable schedule. Okay. It is recoverable schedule.
Yes, sir.
Now
Recoverable transaction, sir.
Now I will check here whether there is write operation on data item X is already done. First write operation on data item Y, this one, and completion of this schedule is over here. No read write operation done on this, so it is also a strict schedule. So finally, outer layer is non recoverable schedule. So finally, we will say one strict schedule, one recoverable schedule is there. So finally, I can say outer one, that is recoverable. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now next one example. First write operation on data item X. Completion of transaction 1 is over here. In between read operation is performed on the same data item X. So I will check whether this one transaction is performed, this two transaction is performed. I will check whether T1 transaction is completion before T2 or not. I will check here T1 transaction is completing before T2 or not. No. T2 transaction is completing before T1 transaction. So it is our opposite of this. T2 is completing before T1. T2 is completing before T1. So it is non-recoverable. And if T1 complete before T2, then it becomes recoverable. Okay?
Sir, I am not able to hear your voice properly.
Now again, which one you are not able to hear? This one.
Sir, your voice is not coming properly.
So it will make some problem. Actually, on this app there is some problem. Okay. So try to hear it. Hello.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Now I am saying that this This one I was saying, suppose this is write 1x. That means T1 transaction is performing first write operation, completion of that transaction 1, and in between there is read operation performed on same data item. If T1 is doing T1, I will check over here whether T1 is completing. If read operation is there, we have to check whether this first update is performing completion of first update is done first, or this read is done first. So T1, if T1 is completing before T2, that means it is it is recoverable. Otherwise, it is non-recoverable. It is non-recoverable. Now I will check another one. See here properly. This is the last example I am teaching. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So last example I am teaching you first update on data item X. This one. First transaction is performed. One transaction. And I am seeing here whether read or write operation is performed on same data item. Yes. Write operation is performed on same data item. I said if see, I will see first update on data item X, completion of particular transaction C1 is over here. In between, I am saying on same data item X, which operation is performed? Write operation. If
Right.
if read is performed, what I am checking? I am checking for recoverable or non-recoverable.
Recover or non-recoverable.
If no operation is performed, I am checking for strict channel. But if right operation is performed, I can, by seeing itself, I can say it is cascade length.
Cascadian schedule.
Cascade. Okay.
Sir, cascade del n na?
Cascade less.
अच्छा, cascade less. Okay, sir.
So you understand this? Now you
Yes,
you want
sir.
to study further?
Sir, today is enough, sir.
Huh?
Overflow हो जाएगा, sir.
ठीक है. Okay, I am going to stop recording.
Okay, sir.